I don't know if you guys know this, but the Golden Globes are this weekend. It's not going to be on TV, as far as I know, but we're going to try to keep up with it somehow. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I love keeping up with awards season. And like I said, this weekend, the Golden Globes, with all of the fiasco behind the scenes, it's not going to be on television, but we're still going to keep up with it, react to all of the winners, try our best to gauge how it affects Oscar season. And if you guys are excited about the Golden Globes, or at least learning the winners, I don't even think there's going to be presenters this time around. So how are we going to see what happens? I don't know yet. Regardless, it's that time of the year where we make predictions, and in this video, I'll be telling you two things: what I believe should win and what I believe will win. Those are distinct things, right? I want to make predictions and be as right as I possibly can be, but that doesn't necessarily mean I agree with that decision. Now, the Golden Globes, they often throw us about 3 to 4 curveballs because that's just what they do. It's hard to predict these awards, but we're going to try our best. I need you guys down below. What is your most bold prediction for this year's Golden Globes, and how do you believe it will impact Oscar season? I understand not a lot of people put a ton of stock into the Golden Globes, and honestly, I don't put a ton, but there are always some things you can gauge Oscar season by, and I know there are television categories. I'm not going to do all of them. I'll focus on the 3 major TV categories, because as we get closer to the Oscars, I want to focus more on the movies from 2021. So let's start with Best Television Motion Picture, and while there are some great options here, 3 of which, the final 3, were in my top 20-ish of the year last year. So clearly, I'm in love with all of these shows. It's hard not to go with something like The Underground Railroad because of the filmmaking that goes into it. But gauging by, which we do more so for the Golden Globes, popularity and just how I believe the constant talk and chatter about Mayor of Easttown affected viewers week to week, I'm going to go Mayor of Easttown. I'm also going to say that's the one that I believe should win. I think there are, again, some great choices, but that's the one that I just could not stop thinking about once it was over, but you can't really go wrong with any of them. Then we have Best Musical Comedy Series, and this one's a bit tougher because I haven't seen Hacks, but I've been hearing nothing but glorious things about this show, so I have to see. It's hard for me to predict something that I haven't seen, but the popularity of Ted Lasso, and while Season 2 for me wasn't as great as Season 1, still a spectacular season of television, easily one of the 15 best shows I saw last year, I believe that one's going to win. Now, I may be on my own little island over here. Love Ted Lasso. You guys know this, one of the best shows on TV. There's something about Only Murders in the Building that would make me, if I was voting right now in this awards ceremony, I would possibly go with that. The originality behind the series, the fact that I was so locked in from week to week. Overall, I would say Ted Lasso Seasons 1 and 2 is a better show, but just comparing those 2 seasons, I would go Only Murders. Best Drama Series. This is kind of the big one in the TV category. How do you not go with Succession? Well, it's the Golden Globes. Like I said, curveballs, baseball reference. Yeah, I think they're going to choose Squid Game because, you know, again, Golden Globes, sometimes it runs purely off of popularity. We've seen before cases of bad popularity, like music. Why was that nominated? But in this case, good popularity. It was, you know, impacting pop culture in a way that was just beyond our understanding. I didn't understand. Loved the show, but I didn't think it would get that popular. Which one would I choose? You know, really enjoyed Squid Game. You can't go wrong with it unless you're going up against Succession, because that is the best show on TV. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You look at the seasons we've got thus far. Yeah, how do you not choose that? That's the one I would choose. Best Song in a Motion Picture. I'm going to go a completely different direction with my Oscar prediction here, but in terms of Golden Globes, my main reasoning, and honestly, guys, this is a toss-up, because who knows what the Golden Globes is going to choose. It wouldn't shock me if it was just some random choice that's not even in the nominee list, but I'm going to go with Be Alive from King Richard. It's a great song, but the recognizable name in Beyonce, and I feel like that could be something for voters to kind of latch on to. You really can't go wrong with any of them. Which one would I choose? Man, it's tough. Something about, you know, I was going to go No Time to Die, but I really do I do love Be Alive from King Richard, and the way that that played in the marketing for this movie, it is moving. So yeah, I'm going to go with that one, but again, some great choices here. Best score, I feel like this could be the awards ceremony to give it someone completely unexpected. I wouldn't be shocked if they went with Encanto, or even the love that The Power of the Dog is getting in more critics' circles, even though these are technically journalists. I'm going to go Dune. That's the obvious choice. What do I want to win? Dune. What do I believe will win? Dune. You're probably going to see that pretty consistent throughout all the awards ceremonies, at least on my end. What's your main reasoning, Austin? Bagpipes. Come on. This is honestly one of the only ceremonies where I would say if Drive My Car was going to lose international feature, it would probably lose it here. I'm still going to go with Drive My Car with what I believe will win and what I believe should win. It's still one that I'm processing. I haven't even ranked it on my 2021 list yet. It's so different from anything I've seen, but on that level, it stands out. Something like The Hand of God, which I thought was good, but just nowhere near the level of Drive My Car, a film that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy. Animated picture. This one's actually really tough. In those top 3 choices there, wait a second. Where is Mitchell's versus the Machines? Oh, yeah. They didn't nominate it. Thanks, Golden Globes. I'm going to go Encanto for the film that I believe will win. I'm also going to go Encanto for the film that I believe should win. It's hard not to go with Luca. I genuinely thought it was a heartfelt Pixar movie, and Flea is unlike anything else you're going to see. It's a wonderful, wonderful movie, but the way that Encanto made me feel, I would put it slightly above, and I feel like the Golden Globes voters are going to do the exact same thing. Best screenplay. Here's another toss-up. They could go slightly outlandish with someone like Aaron Sorkin. Listen to me. Sorkin's not outlandish. He's Aaron Sorkin. But I wasn't the biggest fan of being the Ricardos. So what would I choose? What do I want to win? Out of all of these choices, I'm going to say PTA for Licorice Pizza. I just thought the script was so vibrant, full of life, wonderful. What will they choose? I believe Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, and he would be my personal second choice. I really enjoyed Belfast. I thought it was a gorgeous film. There is a bit of a distinction between the two movies, but Golden Globes, they often go for, in the screenplay category, one that's a bit more on the front-running side, and at this point in time, I would say that's Belfast. But, McKay, Sorkin, Campion, obviously she's one of the front-runners in other ceremonies. I'm just not sure if The Power of the Dog is as much of a Golden Globes darling as it is a critics darling. That's why I'm choosing Belfast for their choice. Okay, Best Director, Motion Pictures. Have to think Golden Globes. Have to put myself in the mindset of these voters. And what do I believe they're going to go with? They could easily give Screenplay to Branagh and go a different direction, which is partially why I'm not going with him. Again, Power of the Dog. I don't know if it's going to be the darling in this ceremony. Maggie Gyllenhaal, thanks for being here. I'm going to assume they're going to go a different direction. Steven Spielberg. That's my choice here. I believe that's who they choose. Spielberg is clearly he's always been the guy, and the film is great, so that helps. It wasn't a huge deal at the box office, and I will admit, they often go in the direction of, what is popular right now? Going back to Adam McKay, that's why it wouldn't shock me that he wins Screenplay, the way that people are watching that on Netflix. But I'm still going to lean Spielberg. Who am I going to choose, though? It is between Spielberg and Villeneuve. Maybe I'm partial, maybe I'm biased. But I'm going to Denis Villeneuve. I just thought the way Dune was handled, one of the most expertly crafted technical movies, but I will not be upset if Steven Spielberg wins this award, and I think he will. Okay, Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture. Honestly, because it is the Golden Globes, I could go really outlandish and say Ben Affleck in The Tender Bar. It almost feels like that choice that we've gotten a couple of years in a row now for like supporting actress and a couple of categories that you just don't expect. I have one of those choices coming. I'm not going to go Affleck. Ciarán Hinds from Belfast, he seems like the leader from that film over a Jamie Dornan, so maybe. But I'm going to say Troy Kotsur from Coda for the Golden Globes, at least. I believe that's what they're going to go with. The feel-good movie that's gotten a couple of nominations, easily one of the best performances of last year. and he's also my choice to win it. Nothing against Cody Smith-McPhee, and at this point, he continues to get those nominations. He's pushing towards an Oscar nom, and he may even be the favorite, but as of now, Troy Kotsur, he's my guy, and I believe they're going to feel the same way. She's got it in the bag. This one's easy. It's Ariana DeBose from West Side Story. Look, I am going to go ahead and tell you, I think she's going to win the Oscar. I think she's going to continue to win these smaller Critics Circle awards, and even the Golden Globes, right? As different as they think, I don't know if they're going to want to go in a different direction here. Look, I love Anjanou Ellis from King Richard, and Catriona Balfe was obviously the front runner way back when, a couple of months ago, but now it's DeBose, and she deserves it. She's my choice. I loved her performance. She steals every scene she's in West Side Story. So, good job. Ooh, Leonardo DiCaprio, okay? Oh, Peter Dinklage. I love Dinklage. I mean, even I love Anthony Ramos, got nominated in this, by the way. Cooper Hoffman, Licorice Man. No, it's going to be Andrew Garfield. Come on, lock it in. He's my choice. At this point, one of my favorite performances from last year. I haven't stopped thinking about it, but I don't think they're going to do something crazy here. If it's not Garfield, it could be Dinklage, because Dinklage is also getting the Oscar talk. But I feel like they're going to go safe, even though I think that's the right choice. As likable and as wonderful as Alana Haim was in Licorice Pizza, I believe this award is Emma Stone from Cruella. No, actually, nothing shocks me anymore with the Golden Globes. Loved Emma Stone in Cruella. It's just one of those kind of outside-the-box choices that I don't see ever winning. I'm going to go with Rachel Zegler from West Side Story. Look, she was a powerhouse. If it wasn't for DeBose, everyone would be talking about Zegler and only Zegler. So that's the choice that I believe they're going to make. And for me to put her over Haim personally is tough, because they're two of the best performances of the year, bar none, in my opinion. But I'm also going to put her over because, I expected Alana Haim after all of the talk going into Licorice Pizza. But I didn't really know anything about West Side Story prior to seeing it. I had heard she was good, but didn't expect her to be that good. And the fact that she showcased that vocal range along with, as much chemistry as possible with Ansel Elgort, she's just amazing in this movie, and she's my personal choice. Best Actor, Motion Picture, Drama, it obviously comes down to Cumberbatch and Will Smith. They are the two that are, at this point, maybe in biggest competition for the Oscar. We'll talk about that. And, for me to not choose Smith here, both personally and my prediction, would be crazy. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm taking the safe road here. Cumberbatch is going to be way more likely to be in competition with the Oscars. And again, Critics Circle's loving The Power of the Dog. This is a bit different. Will Smith is the safe choice. And personally, I believe he's the right choice here. He was wonderful in the film. I'm going to be happy to see him win it. And I just don't know if they could go with one of these outside-the-box choices in this category. All right, let's start with who I want to win. I'm going to cheat because I can't make up my mind. Thank God I'm not voting. Well, I did vote in another ceremony, and I did choose one, and I'll reveal that to you. But as of now, just thinking about both of these films, I'm going to say Chastain and Stewart are a tie. I know that's the easier road, but I just love them both so much. But what's my prediction? I wanted to go one outside-the-box choice here, and this is my outside-the-box choice. Nicole Kidman is my prediction for being the Ricardos. Austin, why? Well, it actually got more than a few nominations. Bardem and obviously Screenplay, and being the Ricardos, kind of a darling this year with the Golden Globes. And Nicole Kidman, she has won herself numerous Golden Globes. They like her. They really, really like her. And remember, there's always something that shocks us. And this may not be it. I may be completely off base here, and I probably will be. Statistically, I will probably be wrong. But I wanted to go a little crazy. And people were talking about Kidman for quite a while. Now, is she one of my favorites on this list? Not necessarily. I love Nicole Kidman. I just think there are stronger performances. But what will the Golden Globes do? I don't know. That's why I'm doing something crazy, because look at me. I don't know. No one knows what they're going to do. Ever. No. no one ever knows what they're going to do. So why is this choice off? It is, but I gotta do something. Something's gotta happen. This musical comedy, I will admit, this year's lineup across the board is so much better than it has been in other years. And I like all of these choices. Again, I was disappointed personally with Don't Look Up, but I understand why it's nominated. So many people love the film. And it's hard for me to not go with Licorice Pizza. It's hard for me to not go with Tick, Tick, Boom. But West Side Story with Steven Spielberg, it just feels like the choice. Not only the safe choice for this award ceremony, but the fact that they're going to look at who directed it and the impact and a beloved story. And again, not a lot of box office, so maybe that's why Don't Look Up gets it. Because Don't Look Up is being viewed across the world right now. You know what? I'm starting to rethink things. Should I do it? I don't know. The only thing that's keeping me on West Side Story is the fact that it is a pure, at its core, musical. So, personally, I'm going to barely take it over Licorice Pizza or Tick, Tick, Boom. And my prediction? I don't know. I don't think I can. I think I have to go West Side Story. I think I have to go. Am I doing it wrong? They like popular. They like popular. And Don't Look Up right now. I mean, you've seen it. It's being watched by everybody. Everybody and their grandma. My grandma doesn't even have Netflix, and she's seen it. That's not true. But Tick, Tick, Boom was a musical, but it was also popular. Like, a lot of people watched that, but not as many people as Don't Look Up. But it's popular now, like they've already voted. All right, I'm sticking with West Side Story. I'm sticking with it because that's what I think. Best Picture Drama, you guys know what I'm choosing. I'm choosing Dune because that's my favorite out of the group. That's the film that I responded to the most. But who do I believe they will choose? This is another one that I think they just keep it safe. You know, unless they have this soft spot for King Richard, or they're saying, well, Power of the Dog's winning all the critics awards. Should we go with that one? Or heck, I mean, Coda is the most feel-good movie of the year, so they could easily go with Coda, and I'd be happy with that. But Belfast is the easy choice. It's the one that everybody's talking about months ago. Everybody's still kind of talking about for these award ceremonies, and it is a really good film, so I think that's the one that they go with. But again, guys, it's the Golden Globes. Anything can happen. That's their motto. They should put it on a flag. You guys are truly the best. I don't know how in the world we're going to gather all of this information, get it together, do a reaction video, but I'm going to try on Sunday. Sunday is going to be a big day. We have a couple of really special videos coming out this weekend in general, but I need your comments, guys. Let's talk about it down below. Start a conversation. I'm going to be looking out for everything you guys have to say about the Golden Globes. I want to say thank you for all of your support, the continued support with awards coverage, for all of your thumbs up and everything just to help out this video, man. This is fun. I know, the pop figures, and he's the comic book guy, but I love everything about movies, so I try to cover as much as I can. So for you guys to respond to that and help out these videos, it means the world. Stay tuned, though, because this isn't it. We have our brand new updated Oscar predictions coming very soon on this channel. It's going to look a lot different. I'll see you guys later.